Good morning. It is Tuesday. Welcome to your Tuesday. My name is Kevin Guthrie. I am a local psychotherapist and coach. We do these lockdown lives just to give you some resources to help you understand and better survive the current situation. Okay. Today I wanted to look at our primal needs. And I wanted to do a little bit on understanding who we are as humans, because sometimes it feels like we work on the surface stuff, but we don't really understand who we are as humans. So I just wanted to do something really quick on, firstly, our primal needs. I might make this a theme throughout the week, but today is going to be primal needs. Welcome to Home Radio, not listeners, but watchers on Facebook. We should be live on their Facebook as well as mine. You can get Home Radio on Alexa. You can enable Alexa, or you can get an app on iOS and Android. And what else can you can tune in through the website. It's DAB digital radio. Okay, so primal needs survive. What's that about? We have a part of the mind. It's a really ancient part of the mind which keeps us alive. Kind of need it, really, don't we? If we didn't have it, then I would go across that road and I wouldn't have any sense of danger. The difficulty with that part of the mind is it's very, very acute, and it kind of scans thousands of pieces of information all the time. Okay, so I don't know, 2 years ago you wouldn't have got me doing a live because my primal mind was going, no, no, it's going to ruin you. You'll never be able to do it, and people won't respect you, and don't do it, don't do it. And now I do 6 lives a week, so it's my primal mind tried to stop me from doing that. Okay, so our primal minds are very simplistic in their makeup. They're very basic and they aren't very intelligent. They don't really have that thinking ability. It's just danger, 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 danger. Okay, and they can stop us. They can stop us from growing and developing, and they can, of course, make us very, very anxious and stressed and worry about lots and lots of different things. So what do we do about it? What we do about the primal part of our mind is, firstly, we become aware of it. Firstly, we become aware of the fact that it's probably overthinking and probably over analyzing and worrying about stuff. So we take that as an awareness, and we run with that. That's not to say that, I don't know, I see a massive lion outside my window and then I go, no, no, it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing to worry. I know that a lion is going to be dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Uh, and here's the important thing right now is I also know that a virus that's out there is potentially dangerous. Okay, so what I have to do with that is I have to put it back into balance. But what I don't want to do is for it to consume my world, and for it to stop me from living. I have to create my own little balance around that, how I want to live in the current climate. So primal needs to survive can hamper us somewhat. Our mind likes to repeat everything it did yesterday today. So by that I mean literally everything. It just wants to repeat everything we did. So for example, if I ate 3 pizzas yesterday and drank a crate of really strong lager and I survived, then my mind would go, just do the same today. Just do the same today. Because it doesn't understand that actually if I keep eating the pizza and drinking the lager, then I'm going to end up with heart disease and liver disease, probably. Okay, so it is very, very simple in its makeup. What do we do about it? We step into fear a little bit. We step into fear and vulnerability and being frightened. We just step into it a little bit. So here's a little challenge for you. Every day, make small changes. Every day, challenge yourself to do something a little change, a little fear. Just step into it a little bit. And each time you do that, we train the mind that actually it's okay and we don't have to be that scared. We just train the mind that little bit, and then we begin to grow. If we give in to the primal part of our mind, then we here's the truth: if we really gave into the primal part of our mind, we would be sat in the corner of a room rocking, because the primal part of our mind does not want us out there. Doesn't want us out there because it doesn't think it's safe, and actually the safest place for us to be is for me to be sat under this desk and just rocking and not moving at all, because then it deems that I am safe. But actually, that is no life, is it? And that's where anxiety takes over, and that's where stress takes over, and that's where worry takes over. Okay, so primal part of the mind, little bit unintelligent. However, we need it because it does keep us safe. Uh, Wednesday wellness tomorrow night, because today is Tuesday. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock is all about self-esteem. Yep, I'm going there. It's self-esteem. It's a really, really uncomfortable subject for so many people, but I really want to face it in the eyes and talk about self-esteem and what self-esteem means and how it affects us, and the fact that we don't engage with self-esteem enough for my liking. We tend to ignore it and go, no, 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 my self-esteem is fine. It's a really good example, actually, of primal needs. So when I talk to people in here about their self-esteem, they quite often, more often than not, refuse to attach themselves to low self-esteem or low self-value, because they see it as a fault line. If they have a fault line, then they're in danger, and then their primal need to survive is activated. Okay, so it's very, very difficult for us to see our faults and want to change our faults. So actually, it's a really good example of how our primal system can hamper us somewhat. Action for happiness. The calendar that I'm working with every day is I literally can't read my own writing. Thank someone and tell them how they have made a difference to you. Love that. It's beautiful, isn't it? So, we thank somebody often for doing stuff, but actually thanking them and actually using those few extra words and just saying, thank you for doing that. It really made a difference. And here's why it made a difference. Step forward. I wonder as well if we don't do that because there's some sort of fear behind it. Nearly everything we do in therapy is like, tell me about the fear, tell me about the fear. And quite often people go, there isn't a fear, there's no fear. And I'm like, I get this sense that there's a little bit of fear there. So maybe we look into that. We're not good with vulnerability. If we are feeling vulnerable, it really grips us, and it kind of it like takes over the entirety of our body. At its extreme, that would be, I don't know, me jumping out of an airplane, which would absolutely flood me with fear because I've never done it. Yeah, apparently when we do it, more and more people say it's very exhilarating. But that's a good example. Jumping out of an airplane, and our primal need to survive completely floods over us and would stop a lot of people from doing that. Okay, but baby steps. Let's take baby steps. Small challenges every day will help us grow and develop as humans, and that's actually what I want to see. Okay, I'm going to go because I've got an appointment at 1:30. I wish you an amazing Tuesday. As I look outside now, the skies are fairly clear, but it's a little bit white underfoot. So get outside, have a walk. There'll be some beautiful views out there to catch. Okay, and I will speak to you tomorrow morning at 8:15. Okay, love and peace to everybody. Take care. Bye bye.